We are ending one of the most devastating weeks since October 7th. As we came out of Shabbat, we learned that the murdered bodies of 6 hostages were found in a tunnel in Gaza. Eden Yerushalmi, Hirsch Goldberg-Polin, Alexander Lobanov, Almog Sarusi, Ori Danino, and Carmel Gat, who is the cousin of BJ member Gustavo Bruckner, who is here. They and the other hostages were left unprotected by their state, abandoned by their government during 329 days of unimaginable captivity, and murdered in cold blood by Hamas. Thousands of heartbroken people attended their funerals. Many here and around the world watched Hirsch's funeral. It was breathtaking to witness the dignity, the integrity, the inner strength, and the profound humility of his parents, Rachel and John, spiritually tall people whose heart did not break when Rachel said in her eulogy, "I am honest, and I say it's not that Hirsch was perfect, but he was the perfect son for me. And I am so grateful to God, and I want to do hakarat tov and thank God right now for giving me this magnificent present of my Hirsch. For 23 years, I was privileged to have this most stunning treasure, to be Hirsch's mama. I'll take it and say thank you. I just wish it had been for longer." Hakarat tov, to thank God at a moment like that. Who has the strength, the integrity, the courage to do that? And what is most breathtaking and mind-blowing is the contrast between these parents and the mendacity, the weakness, the corruption, and the shameful betrayal displayed every day by members of their government. Tiny people with tiny hearts. According to the Talmud, captivity is worse than starvation and death. That is why the Talmud says that Pidyon Shevuim, the redeeming of captives, is the greatest mitzvah. The Shulchan Aruch, the code of Jewish law, says every moment that one delays unnecessarily the ransoming of a captive, it is as if one were to shed blood. The redeeming of captives is the greatest test of a community's and a nation's compassion, empathy, and solidarity. This week's parasha, Parashat Shoftim, talks about the responsibilities of public officials and the personal qualities that are expected of them. The parasha says they must be fair and just. They must stay away from bribes and corruption. The Torah places strict limitations to their power, and it warns against the abuse of power. So as they take a rest on this Shabbat, while 101 hostages remain in Hamas's tunnels, the members of Israel's cabinet would perhaps do well to spend some time reviewing this week's parasha. And the rest of us that are sent to this Shabbat with the inspiration and the example of Hirsch's parents and the other parents of the murdered captives. It is because of them and those like them that there is still hope, that the promise of Lecha Dodi will become realized. Venivneta Ir al Tila, the city, the whole country will be rebuilt on what was destroyed.